South Florida, the bottom of the clip of the gunshine state. Ha. Well, them boys still boating in that way. Big plate, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get cake and stop hating, it's the motto of the state. Ha. A lot of fakes, but it's still real around here. That foreign talk, that can get you killed down here. Niggas better learn the lingo, cause they'll be looking for you in that water finding Nemo. See, Palm Beach County be the craziest. Them Broward County niggas be the craziest. And them Dade County niggas be the wildest. Shout out to Belle Glaze and my niggas at Fort Myers. Salute to all my Florida boys out here on the grind. When niggas out here getting dough with that snow and the sunshine. Ducking nine, waiting at the port to bring in that order. Cause niggas like depend on what come across that water. Welcome to South. I was born in the South, raised in the South.
Late night with it, man.
What's going on, man?
It was good. It was good. We got Street coming in here soon, man. Don't fret. But yeah, you got me, you got Rich. Uh, late
I
night
hear
with
you.
it, man.
You down in the 305?
Yeah, man. We in the city, man. Shout out to Josh. We good, Josh. We in the city with it, man. As you can see, I'm live on reporting live from the turnpike. No, I'm just kidding. But I ain't trying to show you the inside of Pop's crib. So slow folk was good. Yeah, man. Prediction show. Uh, Louisville versus University of Miami Hurricanes, man. This is gonna be one of them ones. It's
Yeah,
either
it
gonna
is.
be a fitting end to this to a otherwise disappointing season, or basically an upset. Um, you can see, you can see people are still feeling some type of way about that. Shout out to New King. Shout out to Lowe's, Kimberly Morris still starting Tyler, man. Damn, start JB seeing enough for Tyler. Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
mean,
good,
the
Kev.
whole fan base is in agreement of what needs to happen.
Yeah, the only person that we need to be on the same page is not. So I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna look at some stats. Definitely check out where we're sitting at in the season. Obviously, um, for the sake of the stream, we owe y'all another. We still owe y'all the end of that coaching thing. Um, that's definitely gonna happen. It's just gonna hit a little different when it comes at the end of the season. So be sure to stick with us when we do that. Um, yeah, man, we just gonna get into it, man. So, Rich, man, out the gate, I'm gonna say this. I stood on the idea that I was not gonna do another another prediction show. For the sake of that, I'm not predicting no score. I'm not predicting nothing. I'm just gonna talk about the game. But Rich, feel free. Give us your thoughts and opinions about good old Louisville.
Man, you know what? Every single time I come on here and I'm glass half full, we lose. So I'm gonna be glass half empty, and I'm just gonna call it what it is.
Hmm.
Louisville's the number 10 team in the nation. They've been blowing cats out. They got a great running game. You know, Louisville always is gonna have a passing game. I straight up say that we lose this one by 14, at least, at
Mm,
least.
mm.
And
Trying
if
for a
TVD
double
is in
digit
there
L.
for at least the first half, I say they don't bench him until he throws two picks.
Interesting. We'll. This is an interesting question. I want to hear your take. You think TVD comes back if he wins this? If he wins these next two games,
Um, no,
you think he's done regardless? And that man walking.
he's done because we're not gonna wait on him to become who he wants to be. We did that one time, and messing around with TVD, we almost lost the whole roster full of quarterbacks that we have. I
Mhm,
mean, I'm not gonna. I hate to put anybody's injuries on somebody else, but if you think about it, you had a true freshman who had to play and broke his arm because you're not standing on business and doing what you got to do as a quarterback.
mhm.
You got another kid who should be the starter right now, should be starting over you, but for whatever reason, the loyalty that the staff has to a quarterback, you got him sitting in the wings waiting for no apparent reason whatsoever, and all of this points back to one person. It all comes back to one person. So, and this one person still continues to shit the bed. So no.
Let me let me ask something that's been actually coming up a lot the past week. We've seen a lot of OCs, a lot of position coaches, a lot of head coaches get fired over the last 2 weeks. We unfortunately saw my man Dorsey. I don't think we had a show since this happened. Get relieved of duties at Buffalo. Would you like to see Dorsey if it doesn't work out with Shannon Dawson as the OC here at the University of Miami?
Does it really make a difference?
What do you mean? Elaborate
And
on that.
I ask that because you have a head coach who is hell bent on developing the trenches instead of winning games. And let me preface that in the right way. What I mean by that is you got a head coach who does not know how to let go of the reins when it comes to the offense. The offense is not your thing. Let it go. Develop the trenches, recruit so that we get high caliber guys in here and let your coordinators do what they do.
Hmm,
And you allow them to sink or swim. And if they sink, get rid of them because you're the head coach. I heard a young lady say she owns like a egg carton business. She's probably in her early 30s. And she said one of the things that she learned from one of her entrepreneurship mentors was in business, you have to hire fast and fire fast. And you think about and don't make any major purchases during your first year. I think that holds true for football as well. Like if something is not going right, you have to hire fast and fire fast. Don't have your um OCs lingering around if they're not doing what they need to do. So and that's for every position. I mean, that's for quarterback. You can't treat them like they have to be a part of the team. So if they're messing up, you got to pull them.
got you. I'm putting this in the chat real quick. People talking about quarterbacks. We need them
Yeah, I
lights
know.
up.
People like, hey, you saw what's his name? He pretty decent. What if we go get him? Like, well, he got to hit the portal first.
Yeah, we'll drop this info, but we need y'all to get them lights up. We got 46 in here right now. You know it's late night, me. I gotta get up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Get out there to the stadium early to include myself. But we out there doing this for y'all, man. We got the street in the back. I think we have some technical difficulties, but you know this for y'all, man. So y'all make sure I hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe. I think we at 1,800 subs. Nope, we still at 1,700.
1.76.
So,
Getting close.
um, to go back to that question, um, not that one. What was it at? To get my answer on this, I think yeah, TV's done. Shout out to the Heat, by the way, man. Went to the game last night. Oh, got the Heat culture. Got to get the wave. You already know what the vibes is. Beat my hometown, technically Brooklyn Nets, but I ain't repping them. I'm Heat 305 all day. But Good win, man. Got to see Ray J and Streeter. Not Streeter. Ray J and Safari. See like a row in
Okay.
front of me. Yeah, there was rich people are interesting, man. At least alleged rich people.
Hmm.
But that's another story for another day. Anywho, I don't think TD comes back here, regardless of how the season ends. I saw an article on Sports Illustrated today saying that the team is supporting him regardless of what he got going on. I don't know whether or not that's shout out to Dave was good, my guy. I don't know if that's regardless. I just don't think it's beneficial either way. I think what he has to now deal with or struggle with is if he leaves, he can't. I don't think he's in a position where he can go higher than where he was. I think last off season he could have definitely went to Alabama or another SEC program. I think now he'd be lucky if he gets to a Group of Five school with the way he's been performing. So just for the sake of just purely for the sake of him trying to make it to a better program, I think he has no choice but to you got to ball these next two games. You got to put something on film that's going to make another team be enticed to him coming on. Because if he don't, if he don't, man, his career might be over. I think that the way he's been playing recently, I don't think there's too many JUCOs that would even take him. At this point, he's a senior. Like junior college is not even an option for him. So
I don't think none of that is an option because he fell too swiftly. He fell with no grace whatsoever. A lot of people are going to question that. You're going to question you were probably a first round draft pick, and you go from that Heisman hopeful to someone who's going to go undrafted, probably.
yeah, he's got to put a lot of on film.
Hmm. A
I think
lot.
he would have to have two Texas A&M type days. I think upsetting another ranked team that's basically going to be they win this game tomorrow. They lock their spot to ACC championship. It doesn't matter what happens in the. I don't think there's any other two loss ACC teams or one loss ACC team. So I think yeah, we're basically delaying the inevitable. So if he was able to put up a Texas A&M type game or a stat line, I think he would be able to put himself maybe back into position. But I don't know, man. We haven't discussed that video, but there's a video out from his most recent interview, which was wild to me because they haven't interviewed him in weeks. But they brought him out this week, talked to him, and basically said something to the extent of, football is not going to define his happiness. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it is what it is. You got.
Yeah, we all saw it. That was Monday or Tuesday this week.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, to me, it sounds
So
like
if
a
you
guy who's.
go ahead.
Go ahead. I would say to me, it sounds like a guy who's focused on something else, right? And football ain't it.
So if you got your starter saying that he ain't gonna let football affect his mental health, I mean, where do we go with that?
Oh, actually, I lied. Looking at the standings, if we beat Louisville and North Carolina wins, there'd be a three-way tie. Yeah, we could play spoiler. Louisville sits at 6-1 in the conference.
Hmm.
North Carolina State, Virginia Tech are 4-2. If we send us, North Carolina State, and Virginia Tech would just have to win out their last two games, and then it'd be a three-way tie to determine who will go to But I didn't look at the matchups and the head to head, so that would actually be chaos. That'd actually be funny. But
Yo,
shout out to Streeter, man.
what's going on,
Fresh,
Street?
fresh from
What's going on, man?
Central
Kind of
Booker
quiet,
T.
man. Just put up this Colorado game, bro. Jesus, what the hell's going on?
The fighting Dion's getting kicked to sleep.
Yes, 28 to
Yeah, I could
7
take that.
in the first quarter.
Oh wow.
Do they need? Yeah, everybody's talking about Cam Ward. We need to go get him.
Yeah. Now we on
Um,
Cam Ward. He gonna hit the portal, Street. He hit the portal.
Jesus Christ,
Oh man.
28 to 7. What's going on, man?
yeah, we here chopping up, man. We talking about. We got a couple questions that we was addressing. We'll kind of toss it over to you and let you give your 2 cents on this. You think TVD comes back if he wins the next 2 games?
I don't. No, I get the vibe that he's gone. Yeah, I get the vibe that he's gone. I think they let him run his course this year. Something's telling me he's out of here. I don't know if it's to the league or it's just to another program. I'm sure there's plenty of programs that could use him. Um, yeah, I just get the vibe that he's out of here. So I
Man,
haven't
they're
even
making
been
a
counting
legend in
him.
the back.
I haven't even been counting him. We're talking about next year. That just I don't know. I just assume he's not coming back, bro. I think there's been too many bridges burned.
Mm. Yeah.
If
Lot,
I
he
agree.
does, if he
lot from the stock
does,
coming in the back.
if he does, what's up, Kyle?
Yeah.
If he does, we have a real problem, bro. We have a deftone coaching staff if he does. Like, we got a real
Yeah,
problem.
we got a serious problem.
Yeah.
Kyle, what's your thoughts on the question? If TVD, do you think TVD comes back if he wins the next 2 games?
um, I think that's a possibility that people haven't put in their heads yet, and it's highly likely. I said it the other day when we had our like Discord squabble in the middle of the day because somebody else brought up. I can't remember who it was, and them thinking like, bro, if I'm TVD and I do have 2 good games, I would lean on staying because I'm not going to the league, not getting drafted to the league, I should say. And who else wants me? Unless somebody's reaching out and telling me, hey man, you can come over here and you can start. I can't see nobody doing that. I already know Mario or Dawson wanted to leave me for a reason. I would say put more into me. I know they believe me for a reason. I know I can play for a starting position here.
Hold on, KB,
Nah, I'm gonna stay put.
KB, you in the
Mhm.
portal. You might have to say that again because you started breaking up.
But
The part. Yeah, you still breaking up. Yeah, you might come back out and come back in.
all right, let's do that.
I wanted to point something out. I just noticed. It just clicked with me. You know who Cam Ward is?
Who?
Isn't he the black quarterback for Washington State who been there for 4 to 5 years? Who had
Nah,
some
he
time to
transferred. He transferred
develop?
somebody else. He transferred somewhere else. He was at a,
That's,
he was at a lower tier. He was at a lower tier school. He came to Washington State this season.
okay. But this is like his fourth or fifth year in college football, right? Something like that.
He played for Incarnate Word, and he won the Jerry Rice Award as most outstanding freshman the FCS.
Okay.
He basically showed up. He basically showed up to lower tier football, balled the fuck out, and then got an opportunity. And what's called? He was doing his thing.
Hmm.
So at the moment, like right now, like not counting the game he's currently playing, 3,127 yards, 20 touchdowns, 5 picks. 6'2", 223 from West Columbia, Texas.
Well. I remember seeing him play once, and I would say that he's a dual threat quarterback. He has a big arm, very big arm. Dude could throw like 70 yards. Um, but he's kind of in that dual threat quarterback mold. If he needs, if it's 3rd and 3, he can get you a first down with his legs. Doesn't necessarily have to throw it.
Let's see what he's doing for rushing.
Seems
I think this year, I wouldn't even call him dual threat. He's only rushed. He's been in Washington State the last 2 seasons. He rushed for 58 yards last year total. And he only ran for 136 this year.
right.
But he knows when because he does it in the red zone because he had 5 rushing touchdowns last year and 6 this year. So I wouldn't even necessarily call him dual threat and he's on pace to destroy his mark he had last year. Last year he was 320 completions, 497 attempts, 64% completion rate, 3,231 yards, 6.5 yards of completion, 23 touchdowns, nine picks. He was sacked 46 times. This year,
Ooh, goodness.
he did this thing that Tyler can't seem to do, which is called improve. So he went from 64 to 67%. He's thrown for less attempts so far, less yardage, or less completions, but he's on pace. Matter of fact, he's already broken his season record with the game he's currently playing. 3,127 yards. He's averaging 7.7 yards a pass, 20 touchdowns, 5 picks. Along with 63 yards. He's been sacked 15 times less at 31. So, love to know. Love to know
And
what that looks like.
One of his strengths is of course he's 6'2", 223, kind of a thicker bodied guy. So I'm pretty sure that's why they use him in the red zone.
Is his real name Cameron?
Possibly.
Yes, it's Cameron. It's Cameron Ward.
And I do see the question about donations. We got to get to a certain number of subscribers, right?
We are. Shit, we there already. Just gotta set it up. We've been there.
Yeah, we've been there for for about a month or 2 now.
Yeah.
KB, you back?
Set it up.
Yes, sir. Am I good now?
Yeah. Go ahead and finish your thought.
Better.
Oh, just to wrap up my thoughts. I'm not sure where I left off at, but they brought it up in the little midday squabble we had about somebody said something about TVD staying, and if you think about it, if I'm TVD, it makes the most sense. If I go out and have dropping my phone and shit. If I go out and I have 2 good games, right? This is the best place for me because I can't see people beating down his door, right? You know what I'm saying? They're saying come to our school. I definitely don't think he's gonna have any position in the draft. So it's kind of like, bro, I know the coaching staff believes in me for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm familiar here. I know I can compete here. I'm gonna stay. To me, it makes the most sense if I'm a guy like TVD. Now, unless this thing is just draining you and all that stuff or whatever, yeah, of course, go. I will go then. But if not, looking at my future, bro, ain't nobody gonna really want me. I think I'm gonna stay here. I think I'd stay here personally. That would make us pissed off, but if I was TVD, yeah, I'd definitely stay. So the possibility is actually there. Because come on, y'all see it. Like it seems like the coaching staff like him. Like they're trying to force him to be good. So it's a real possibility. Scary as it sounds.
No Miramoro asks, and I'm assuming he's joking, but You see, you think TVD got in his contract and he got to start games? I don't know. I've already made that.
He got
That
to start games.
yeah, I already made that conspiracy theory based on the boosters. You know, I'm obviously never gonna get that confirmed, but anywho, Panama Junior asked if you want to fire Dawson.
Carl Leslie says hi.
What am I looking at?
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet. So I almost said something.
Leslie
Whew.
says hi, dog. Since nobody don't want TVD, huh?
Mm-mm. If he wants TVD, then he is. He's more than welcome to have him, but he is that confident in himself that he can do something with that. By all means, brother, go ahead.
Did he have bad games with Leslie?
Not really. Maybe bad halves, but I don't think it was. I don't think it was his fault when he had those bad halves, except for like Florida State, because his bad halves really came when he first started starting, and the offensive playbook was kind of different. And then we started to open it up as we started to like lose games or people grab big leads. Then we started opening it up. Then it was like, oh man, maybe we can just continue to play like this. Shout out to Rob Likens, not Red Lashley. So after that, man, it was just like it was a rocket until he hit Florida State, and then after
One
that,
second.
you know, yeah, he was on fire till Florida State first half. Second half, he was good though.
Shadur, 1 second. Break. Shadur is out the game, and Colorado running the ball.
Okay, that
You
explains
hurt?
everything.
Yeah, he looked like he got hurt.
Not surprised.
They got a white. There's a white guy in there.
Yeah, I think he's a transfer too. What was the question?
So, but nah, I just
It
think
was Dawson.
Lashley. Nah, I just think I'm sure it'll be an upgrade from what Lashley got. Lashley about to win the conference this year. Look like it. He doing his thing at SMU now.
He
2
is, and
years.
I expect him to have more. I expect him to have more players after the season.
Oh, you think it's a
Yeah.
grass is green on the other side type situation?
No, it's just that
Nah.
some of these kids are gonna leave. Some of them gonna be looking for playing time because they're gonna have to leave, and that's gonna be a nice landing spot for a lot of them. And it's gonna be an
Yeah.
upgrade in his talent room.
Right.
And they come to the ACC, so they basically ain't got to leave the conference.
Yep.
Yeah.
Amari
that's true.
Smart, he put a block on it. Hey, if they come to the ACC, can't none of y'all go over there. Shutting that shit down. Mario probably don't care though, because he probably like, man, it's time to all admit anyway.
You're right. Right. He's gonna over recruit those guys anyway. So
Do we want to fire Dawson? I asked Rich already about it.
Oh
Like
my
we didn't get a
God.
chance to talk about. We didn't get a chance to talk about your boy, man, the prodigal son, man, trying to come back to Miami. Well, I don't know if he's trying, but the fans want him
Who?
back in Miami.
Who?
And a particular coordinator up in Buffalo who was relieved this past week.
They said something about him coming to Miami.
No. I said the fans want him back. Ken Dorsey, what's your thought? What's your thoughts, Street? What's your thoughts?
I think if I was Ken Dorsey, I won't come back here. I mean, shit, he could have came here when he was on his way up, and they ain't look at him. Yeah, like he wasn't even there. like he didn't even exist.
yeah.
I'm hearing
If
conflicting
I'm
things.
Ken, I
I heard he wanted to be an OC in the NFL, and that was more of an opportunity, just based off what happened with my embattled head coach in New York.
Damn, you can't find another coordinator, Matty, dog. We can't keep doing that, dog. That is crazy, man. I'd rather just lose with Dawson, bro. Like, we can't. Dog, that's like 4 different coordinators in 5 years. Like, what the fuck is wrong with us? What are we, Northwestern? Like, that is unreal, dog. Like, come on.
What's your thoughts, KB? So you're nodding.
Well, my thoughts on Dorsey is I would love to have him. If I'm Dorsey, I wouldn't come. I mean, because you're gonna stay in the program, right? But if you kind of like had to or were willing to, if he was willing to, I would take him in a heartbeat, bro. You kill two birds in one stone. You're gonna have outstanding quarterback development, and you're gonna have a capable OC. Like I think our problem in society sometimes we just remember the last thing we saw, right? People are like, oh, he just got fired from Buffalo. Like, bro, this man didn't they have like the number one offense or something last year, or number two offense or something like that? Like the man knows what he's doing. Like so yeah, you definitely bring his boy back here. Shoot, I would love to have him back here. As far as Dawson goes, though, I told y'all before, I don't care what happens to Dawson. Do I think he's a bad coordinator? No, I don't. But at this point, just some of the head scratching things that have been going on, I don't care if they fire him or not. If they keep him, cool. They fire him, whatever. Um, I mean, I'm indifferent on Dawson. It is gonna be what it is. I don't think he's a bad coordinator, though. I really don't.
I don't. I personally, and this might be controversial. I'm good on. I'm good on Dorsey. Nothing against him. I just think we don't know what he looks like. Hell, we don't know what Dawson looks like when they get an opportunity after you go recruit the type of guys that's supposed to be here. I'm not saying I'm an advocate for Shannon Dawson. I'm just saying I think Dorsey is going to land on his feet in the league somewhere. Maybe he's just one of those guys that got to be on the field compared to the booth. I think he got a huge stake on his plate right out the gate. Like, boom, hey, I need you to make, Josh Allen an MVP, and I think that's asking a lot. And they got Super Bowl, contentions. They're a 4-loss team, maybe 5-loss. And when James Cook fumbled the ball, I don't know what the fuck Dory's supposed to call to make that not happen. And so if that's happening there, I don't know what's going to happen if that happens here in Miami. So, yeah, Stu want to say too. He can't help. Dorsey keeps throwing picks. It's almost the same thing as Dawson, right? If he shows up here and let's say Tyler does come back and he's doing the same thing, what play he's supposed to call to make him not throw an interception? Like, I don't know. I think we got to figure something out with what we have here. And then no one's to say that him and Mario might not butt heads either. You know what I'm saying? He's Mario was a grad assistant here on that 01 team. Granted, he didn't have a lot of say in the room at that position, but he might have been hard to work with back then too. And no one knows for a fact that Dorsey's going to be willing to work with him. So I say give him another shot at the NFL, let him figure it out. But I'm not mad at this either.
I think that
This little thought right here that Eddie said to get rid of Dawson, fire the tight end coach, and bring James Coley.
I'm with that 100%. 100%.
Cody
100%.
I thought Coley wanted to be an OC though. I think he's adamant about being an OC again.
He is.
Yeah, co-OC then shit. I don't know. He wasn't the OC at Texas. They just gave him enough money to shut up.
Yeah, he was like he arranged the game plan, but yeah, what's name called the plays? Was that 2 seasons ago? Then they brought Petrino in, but that shit, Petrino's best game came when he threw the nigga quarterback in last week. Up until then, there was nothing to write home about. Granted, Mississippi State is also terrible, but yeah. So
you want Dawson fired, Mehdi?
No, I can't take a season of like I said, a lot of times like we get mad at the quarterbacks or we get mad at the OCs, but once again, it's literally the same thing you watching happen in Buffalo with Dawson. It's just our fans when they got them glasses on. Look, shout out to Christian. Christian just said he got scapegoated in Buffalo. I'm not saying that Dawson's getting quote unquote scapegoated here, but if we outside looking in, it does seem that way, right? Because Dawson calls the plays, and Ty goes out there and throws 10 picks in 4 games. And I'm calling plays that got checkdowns in them. The quarterback of his own admitted said this week, "Hey, I'm doing too much. I'm not taking my checkdowns. Like, it's on me." The head coach ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna throw Tyler on the bus. The coordinator ain't gonna do that. They're not gonna throw Tyler on the bus because this is in Clemson. But a lot of people taking ownership, which is admirable. But at the same time, like if I call players the OC and you go out there and throw 10 picks and then we put somebody else in, he does decent with the same play calls to the tune of 2 touchdowns and one receiver going the fuck off that should be getting all the touches in the first place, not your boy 7. And then you come in the last play of the game against Florida State, throw a damn pick anyway when you driving in trying to tie the game. As an OC, what else am I supposed to do? Like, what else am I supposed to do?
Whew. Yeah, it's I don't know, man. Until we find out, we just don't know what happened this year. Not the TVD. I'm not talking about that. We don't know what happened with this change in the offense. What happened? Like Sterling said, he's throwing what he said, something about 3 routes in the 8-man coverage. Not all the time, bro. There are people that's open. But regardless of that, it's kind of like he wasn't. It didn't seem that inept at first, so it's kind of like, where did this shit come from all of a sudden? All this concern, we've talked about this ad nauseum or whatever. So it's just, I don't know if it's fair to grade him up or down. I think he deserves a chance to come back. I felt the same way about Gaddis until like mid-season, or when I started hearing things about him as a person. And I was like, nah, you got to go, cuz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But but it was the same thing with Gaddis. Guys were running open, and the one thing we didn't, I gave credit for Gaddis. I gave Gaddis credit for this last year. He did change his offense to fit TVD. It's just that TVD got hurt. Y'all remember the North Carolina game? Changed the offense. TVD lit their ass up, but he got hurt again. That was kind of the season right there. It was kind of just up and down from there. They brought him back too early. He was still hurt. Yada yada. But I gave Gaddis credit for changing the offense back to something simple for him. I will say with Dawson, I don't think you did that. You still tried to make him go out there and play quarterback, and we've seen he's not a pro quarterback. You can't be out there trying to make him think. It sucks to say it, but you have to read him and just you got to scheme some shit open. But Dawson may not be that type of a schemer. He may just get you open from play to play. Like he just give you options from play to play. He might not get one guy open to set up this pop pass and all that kind of stuff. I don't know, man. It's very hard to grade the man. That's all I'm saying, I guess.
Street, let me ask you this. The 305 K rep asked, do y'all think Miami did right by Tyler during his college career with 3 different OCs? I think one of them was obvious because in his time here, Manny got fired, and that's who recruited him. So obviously, and last year went on to get another last year, what happened to Kyle? Last year, obviously we tried Gaddis, who was the hottest name on the market at the time, and people seem to quietly forget that. Like they seem to have, amnesia when it comes to that. We always talk about it, the Avenger staff. You know what I'm saying? Like on paper, that was the best coordinator in America. We obviously come to learn that buzzword don't mean shit. And then this year we had to make an obvious change. So with that being out there, do you think we did right by Tyler with 3 different OCs?
No. But it's part of the game. I mean, it's part of the school you pick. It's something that can't be controlled. No, I don't think we did right by anybody with having no fucking 3 different OCs.
What you think, Kyle? Oh, go ahead. Keep on, Street. I know you had more to say.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't think it's cool at all, to be honest with you.
What you think, KB? Did we do right, Jim, by having 3 different OCs?
Let's see. It's a good question. I mean, it ain't like it was intentional. You can't if you think somebody's not doing a good job. It's not like you can keep a OC just because we don't want to switch OCs again. No, if you don't think he right, get his ass up out of there. It's not an ideal situation. You know what I'm saying? But now we didn't do him any favors by having 3 OCs. But what were we supposed to do? You couldn't keep Gaddis after everything that was going on last year.
Mm-hmm.
And before that with Lashley, it's a regimen change. So I don't know. It's just, sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. You know what I'm saying? And you just got to be able to do it. You got to be able to excel. You got to be able to play. At the end of the day, it's
Yeah.
still football.
I said prom crying. Went
Rich.
35-7
Prime.
before halftime.
It's
Rich.
what?
Rich, you good?
I'm good.
You sure? You gotta run some laps. Go run some laps, dog. Give me a lap around the house, Rich. Goddamn lap.
What's your thoughts on that, Rich? You think we did right by Tyler by having 3 different OCs?
They killing Kamani. Free pick.
He could have transferred at any time. I'm not buying that.
You could have what?
He
Oh,
could have
He could have
transferred
drafted.
at any time.
He
After
tried.
after he did try. He tried that last year, but he should have tried harder. And that's the problem we having with him now. He lukewarm. He need to be not lukewarm. He need to go ahead and choose a side. Talking about the other schools be having a lot of fans. Then go over there.
Yeah, I think he would have made Alabama a better team.
He would have got
I
benched.
couldn't tell you. If you ask me
Hmm.
after Texas A&M, I'm like, God damn, we won that deal. Like, shout out to them. I don't know. I don't know. I was critical, like I said. Um, I I've been critical, but Alabama saw something I think they thought they could develop. But maybe, like I said, Tommy Reese ain't that guy. But then again, you was talking earlier about scheme, Kyle. They figured out how to scheme to the guy's strength. Like, okay, this is a running motherfucker that can kind of throw. Let's just look. Look, breaking news. I'm gonna give y'all something, man. Man, I was going through it earlier this season, and me and Street, like we were having conversations about, like, man, I was like, man, I might have to, gracefully step away because I was over Tyler. And Street told he's like, hey, dog, he's like, just be you, and we gonna figure it out as we go. That's what he told me. That's literally what Alabama did, right? They were like, hey, do what the fuck you do. And look at this motherfucker. This ain't no fucking quarterback.
How much is that?
We
How
just
much is that
posted
with
this
them
on
And
numbers?
football video. 4 minutes
in a
ago,
in
we
a
just posted this.
in a good coordinator just understands, like, you know what, dog? Do you? We'll figure it out. We just need to win fucking games. They about to be in the SEC
Right.
championship. You know what I'm saying? With a guy, I don't know what Georgia gonna do to him, right? I'm not saying they're gonna beat Georgia. I don't know that. What I am saying is that they figured out, like, damn, instead of fucking trying to fit this square peg in this round hole, just make the fucking the whole square. Like, it's
335
literally,
pounds.
it's literally that simple sometimes. The fuck a power clean 335. Like, what are we talking about? No vert, dog. Just hit. Like, and
I
then
didn't know he
throwing his
looked
shit.
like
Like,
that. I didn't know he looked like that.
man, I was this motherfucker look like a running back that could throw the ball like that. That's what I look at him as. Like, I don't know what he wasn't. I don't know what he was, and I think that's maybe why Nick Saban was so reluctant with him, because I don't think Nick Saban ever had a quarterback like this. He's
I don't
never had
think
a
so either.
quarterback on his roster that look like this. A lot of schools never had, right? And so it's like, man, goddamn, you trying to do something that I don't know. I don't know.
Somebody
But
said, I think as a fan base, we are very biased. If he had been a kid from Miami, would his margin for error have been the same? Who are you talking about? TVD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and,
We
Don't we
saw
and
what
get
for the
that?
happened to
record
We
too.
get
Ja'Cory.
that from one or two people all the time. We get
We
this.
saw what
It's
happened.
like every
We saw
week.
what happened to Ja'Cory. We saw what happened to Ja'Cory.
Yeah.
We saw what happened
He turned on
to
Ja'Cory.
Mark Pope. We saw what happened.
Rozier. Fucking Rozier.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know. I'm saying sometimes. Okay, so I'll explain it to you. Sometimes I believe in the Miami kids a lot more because sometimes I just know them. I know what they've been through. You know what I'm saying? I kind of believe in them. It's kind of like personal sometimes. I don't know. I told y'all I questioned the cornerback. I always told y'all the cornerback story. He's in the league now, but I questioned him. What's his name from last year?
Ooh. Ivy?
Tyreek Stevenson.
Ivy.
Oh,
I always would tell the Ivy story when I saw him crying on the sideline with 2 quarters left in the damn game, down by 10. And I always question his toughness. But
Mhm.
I mean, sometimes people just say stuff. I mean, I don't know. That statement is just a statement. Some of the stuff is human nature. Some of the stuff is human nature. Like y'all want Mario to be right because y'all are fans. If Mario's wrong, then the program is doomed. You know what I'm saying? So you just blame the kids. That stuff is human nature. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
human nature. Motherfuckers will go out there and boo TVD and he throw 2 touchdowns in the second half and they cheering the same TVD. And walking out there with their bill like nothing ain't happened. Same motherfucker that was booing them, cheering them on the way out the door. Human nature.
So check this out. FSU was in man coverage all night, and when TVD came in, they said, "You know what? You know what time it is." They switched to cover 2 real quick.
Did they?
Michael literally said it.
I know. I'm reading it from the chat.
Um,
If I played for
yeah,
FSU, if you could have put me in FSU uniform when TVD came in, bro, I don't give a fuck what my coach would have called. I'm jumping Restrepo first play, and I'm picking that shit off. Period. I don't care what coach called. I know where this first ball going. I know
Yeah.
where the first one going. God in that. Ray Charles knew where the first one was going.
is that where you threw it?
Hell yeah, of course.
First pass, yeah.
Oh, so it's the second and third
He
one that went
dropped
to
it, right?
Kobe.
He dropped it, yeah.
Dropped it, yeah.
You
You know
know,
what? Let me go back to his statement real quick though. It's a fair statement, and I think Streeter answered it properly. But the thing was, we have examples, man. They tore in the Ja'Cory Harris's ass, man. I remember that stint. And Malik Rozier, he said it on the space, like, man, I'm 18 years old. I'm getting death threats and shit after games. He's like, what the hell? So like, nah, man, it's not. And what I really wanted to address is you saying margin for error. He's way past margin for error. That's the thing. We're not talking about a quarterback that's just been erratic. He's bad, dog. This is not. Yeah, this is not. Sometimes he's up. Sometimes no, bro. This is. What are we at? 14 turnovers in 5 games or 13? What is it? Like, bro, this is beyond margins for error, bro. So it's not
Not
like we just
normal.
ragging on him. And yeah, it's not normal, bro. It's
and the
no,
crazy
man.
thing, how it's even crazier, because shout out to King, right? Because it was a fair question. When we had a quarterback here, his margin for error was worse. When Ja'Cory Harris was here, it was worse because who he came with. Y'all gotta remember when Ja'Cory Harris showed up with all them Northwestern dudes, that was the number one recruiting class in America.
Yep.
Hmm.
It was the number one recruiting class
Mhm.
in America. That school alone produced what? We got 5 guys off that team.
I think we got
It
8
was 5.
guys. That
It was more than that.
yeah.
Oh, was it?
It
Yeah.
It was a
was
Okay.
bunch of
five
So
them.
on.
It was
It was five
it was
on
like
offense.
three. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, then plus
I'll say this.
Fortson and a bunch
Yeah,
of
I'll
them.
say this. That team alone is why you see like recruiting rankings not just evenly distributed throughout the state of Florida anymore. Because they put all their eggs in the basket, that was one of the greatest teams. That team was on magazine covers. They was in the newspaper. They was on radio interviews. I remember they had Miami on fire. Ja'Cory Harris showed up and was supposed to be the prodigal son to lead Miami back to greatness. Like his margin for error was way diminished. Like it was way lower, I should say, than the other guys from out of state. Like I remember people saying very clearly that we shouldn't recruit Miami quarterbacks after Ja'Cory left. And come to find out, shout out to Footballville, because we got it on the Footballville channel. The man was dealing with a separated thumb the entire time. He couldn't grip the ball right, he couldn't throw the ball right. But we ain't trying to hear all that, right? Something's wrong with Tyler. It might be physical, might be mental, we don't know, right?
Right.
But we ain't gonna get a benefit of the doubt to him the same way that we just gonna say he bad and he ain't from here and he fit the culture, we're gonna get rid of him. Ja'Cory got it significantly worse.
Ja'Cory, listen, y'all can hit record right now. I'm gonna say it. Ja'Cory was better coming out of high school, mentally and physically. He was a better quarterback coming out of high school than he was 2 years into our program. Ja'Cory came out of high school ready to play. Miami Northwestern system had that boy ready to go. You saw the confidence he stepped on the field with initially. When I asked Ja'Cory off camera, was he smarter than his OC? What his OC name was from Georgia Tech?
Oh, Patrick Nix, that mother man. Yeah,
I said, Ja'Cory,
Patrick Nix.
you think you were smarter than Patrick Nix? He didn't even fucking hesitate. He said yes. As a kid, he said yes. He was ready to go when he came out of high school. They put him in a system that he didn't. You know what I'm saying? They brought all his homeboys and they put him in a 2-wide receiver system.
After practicing after practicing the spread all spring. Remember that, Streets?
Right,
They practiced the spread all spring.
Didn't they
And then
change
he
his
just
offense at Northwestern to fit it? Like, didn't they send him plays?
Holy shit! What happened to the score? Oh, my bad, dog.
Oh, yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
What's the score?
It looked like
Oh God!
it looked like Central in the second half against Booker T, man.
That's a high school score. What the fuck is that?
They're gonna do the mercy rule.
Damn.
For the third quarter.
What's crazy? I didn't know Washington State was 4-6. I thought this is a good team.
Shit falling apart on Prime at the end, huh?
Yeah.
Man, I wanted him to get bowl eligible because I want them. I really want to play them in a bowl game, bro. That's kind of like our only saving grace. That'd be a big ass game, lots of TV. I want to play them in a bowl game, but I don't think they're gonna make it.
They won't, because they would have had to win the next 2 games, and they won't unless they get like the waiver that we were trying to get last year. He would have to win his last game and finish.
It's second quarter, dog.
Is the stadium still packed? The stadium
what
packed?
is about to happen, dog?
Oh my God!
And to make it worse, it's cold. It's freezing right now.
Just take a knee.
That's the worst.
That's the worst.
And it's
that's
cold
the
outside.
worst. Yeah,
take a knee.
That's the worst. Look, I think I told this story before. It's not a story, but the game we lost to, I think it was Shannon's game, Shannon's last game. I think it was Virginia Tech at the Hard Rock. It was raining that night, man. I know my dog Dave. I don't know if you're watching, but it was raining that night. We was getting our head beat in. It's like I went to I went outside to the thing, and I'm just kind of walking around and shit. I'm like, man, what this? Mother boy came out there. We was ready to go. We like, what, Dave? Man, we went back in there. I'm looking for Dave. We getting our ass. We getting the doors blown off, man. He's still out there supporting. He in there like this. He had his hands inside his shirt. It's raining. My dog standing up watching the game, just shivering and shit. I was like, damn, dog. I was like, bro, let's go home, dog. That was like the most damn saddest shit I ever saw, bro. He was watching, he cheering for his team, hoping we gonna come back, man. Virginia Tech beat the hell out of us, bro. Yeah, out there in the freezing rain, bro. Oh my gosh. Man, I can imagine all them boys on the sideline in the snow.
I can tell you with the utmost certainty, man, that I agree with Michael's statement. I remember, like I said, it's been a long time since I've seen a recruit have that type of impact on a city. Um, and I don't know, man. It was. I wanted that so bad for him. And then I watched him first year in the military go up there on Labor Day night, beat Florida State at the what's called, man. I said, did it. Man, that game that was a good game, man. But I remember,
Mm.
Buddy dropped that pass in the end zone or went through. They would have won the game, man. I was like, but just watching Jacory, yeah, they. I agree, man. We really did. We ruined that dude, man.
Yeah,
We
our
really did.
development was bad.
And we didn't
Wasn't
look at
just
it like
him.
now. I wouldn't even say the fan base was even as locked in as we are now. We're looking at recruiters because the internet has gotten more expansive. So motherfuckers will really like look at your entire resume before you show up here. Back then, it didn't really happen like that so much. But now,
Mm.
my God,
Oh
man,
man, Jacory would have won the
We
Heisman at
don't.
Oregon.
Mm.
Jacory would have won the Heisman
Yeah.
at Oregon.
he's the
Dog.
blueprint. Like I'm not even bullshitting you. Like what y'all see, like the Shadors, the Michael Penixes, even the Cam Wards in the situation, the like
Yeah.
that's what it was. That's where it started at. Like that's what it's supposed to look like. He was
Mhm.
ahead of
I
his
agree.
time. He would if he was the quarterback and they switched places. If Tyler was back then and he switched now, Miami is no less than a one-loss team at this point in the season.
Jacory coaches were fired in high school because of Easterly allegedly raping a girl.
I remember that.
Mayhem at
Yeah.
Miami Northwestern. Coaches was fired. AJ them was ushered out of there. Patty was ushered out of there. And Jacory, them new coach, was a legend coach. He had them one state championship, known for getting good teams and running them in the ground.
That was Roll,
He
right?
came, bro. Yeah, he came and brought his own OC. Jacory them told Rowe, we're not changing shit. We know the shit that Perk them came up with. Teddy Lockett them came up with. This shit right here is genius. Either y'all let us run the offense, or we ain't
We're not
playing.
playing.
Basically, we leaving.
Yeah.
Jacory called the
Mhm.
offense for his senior year.
Yep.
Thought it wasn't
He
the truth.
did.
So my little cousin Elgin went out there. Elgin was the quarterback for Jacory. He said, "Man, I just went to practice today, man. Jacory running the offense in practice.
Mm.
All they
Yeah.
had to do was run something similar, dog, and he would have ate that shit alive, bro. Marv wouldn't have had a chance, but that's a lot of geniuses in college football, man. And I know it's hard for y'all to believe that some high school coaches from the inner city were smarter than
Right.
Patrick Nix. But I've realized that some people get opportunity and some don't.
Hmm.
That's what I realized.
Yeah, I'm on
That's what I
Shannon with that one. I blame Shannon for that. He the one hired Patrick Nix. I'm just like, dog. We play this man every year. How the hell did you? How do you watch us? How do you watch Georgia Tech with Reggie Ball and Calvin Johnson and say, I want that OC? As
Once
trash
again,
as their offense was, with mm,
he said he had a hard time against them. Remember?
go back street, go back street.
ugh,
He said
It's just proving a point. Square
what?
peg, round hole. Go back one more.
Greatest juke ever.
Square peg, round hole. All you gotta do is sometimes get the hell out the way as a coordinator.
Watching Milrose
That's
play
it.
is like watching the dude play throw up tackle football, bro. Like he just
Yeah.
figures it out. Saban is just old enough to say, hey man, let him cook.
He knows what it's supposed to look like.
Just let him cook. Whatever. Them boys get behind him.
I don't think he knows this. They just support him to the point where it's like, hey, it's what real support looks like. It's like, hey, I can't lose. Saban's seen a lot of football, and it's very rare that it's a type of player that he hasn't seen yet. Like I want to make that outstandingly clear. Look at all the quarterbacks that Saban has coached, and they don't look like that. They don't look like him. And he was just like, you know what? And once again, because I said it privately between us that the team is ready to ride with your curve. And we saw firsthand that when you bench a guy and the team ready, like that team almost lost to USF. My wife's alma mater. Shout out to wifey. You know what I'm saying? Like not a SEC school in the big bag SEC. No, USF. They put 2 quarterbacks back there who were significantly worse, and they've played somewhere before. One of them played with the same dude who was calling the plays, Tyler Buchner or Buchner, however you call his name. He was just with Reese at Notre Dame. That should have been a layup. And the team was like, nah, we started with him. We started with Jalen. You know we got. And the Nick Saban moved the fuck out the way. They lost a close one to Texas. I don't know, man. I don't know.
He's an adjuster. He's adjusted with the times. I think he, like Mehdi said, does. So here's the thing: what Mehdi just said is important, right? It's nothing he's never seen, and that's why I be on coaches' ass like that because there's pretty much nothing here you've never seen, right? The problem is a lot of coaches don't believe in what they've seen. You know what I'm saying? Like Saban can have seen this type of quarterback before, but what if he doesn't believe in it? And that's what you have. That's the problem you have with a lot of coaches. They don't believe in something just because this guy won with it or that guy won with it. I don't think it's, coaches are stubborn as shit, man. But he's been able to adjust with the time. His last 4 or 5 quarterbacks, I think, have all been different people, right? Different types of quarterbacks.
Absolutely.
You're not gonna compare Jones to Tua. You're not gonna compare Tua to Hurts, and you're not gonna compare Hurts to Miro now. He's gonna get a 10-win season out of all of them. So
I don't understand how that's y'all go, not mine, but I respect him. But how all these coaches who've worked under him can watch him do this shit and still, especially Manny. I mean, not Manny, especially Mario, because he learned a lot from him, I think. And you still watch this and say, you know what? And he's watched Saban bench the guy who's struggling, and he's struggling. I gotta take him out. I gotta put this in, and then go win a national championship with the motherfucker. But you just trying to get a better bowl game at this point. You just trying to get hopefully an 8-win season, and you're still sitting here saying, no, we're gonna. Like I said, it's at the end of the day. I said this a couple of shows ago. It's admirable. I trust me, it really is. But at some point, you got to be like, look, bro. Like I said, best case scenario, Tyler shuts me up for the end of the season, goes out there, throws with 350, 4 tutties in the next 2, and we're good. But do I see that happening? No, I don't. And I think the more frustrating part as a defensive guy myself is watching him ruin. I'm talking about an elite defense, and absolutely elite. Like I don't know next time I'm gonna have. We're gonna need all them people to come back just to even consider because that defense honestly is I don't know. I feel like whenever we get one good side of the ball, the other one just in the last 2 decades, it's just what it looks like. One side of the ball good, the next one, nope. The other side gets right because we fire a guy, or move a guy, or fire a coach, and it's like I don't know, man. Shit.
listen, all I know is.
What's up?
I was just gonna say, all I know is we need to hang on to Gidry. That's all I know.
6-4.
6-4.
You 6-4.
Yes, sir.
Could go on to 74 tomorrow and knock off a number 9 team, right? But you already said we finna lose by 14, right?
Yeah, I already said that.
Cal, you got a prediction for tomorrow?
God. Okay, I'm gonna give you a prediction. If we rock out with TVD, man, I got us losing 17-14. That's all I'm for real.
If we rock out with
Rock out with TVD. I think if we switch quarterbacks at some point in time, I give us the W 27-17.
Yeah, I think TBD start. But somehow get out there. Whether it's them pulling him, which they're not gonna his leash, he's not gonna have a short leash. You know what I'm saying? But I think somehow TVD ends up on the bench and we actually get to see Ja'Cory. And I think Ja'Cory have a good day in the second half, man, and we get out of there with a win. I say 31-14. I just think TBD saying he's not gonna let football mess up his happiness. Usually, when somebody says that, it's because it already don't fuck your happiness up. When you just say that to your girlfriend in high school, you be like, "Man, listen, man, you even fuck up my day." She already done fucked your day up. That's why you saying
Already
it.
done.
Man, I ain't finna let you mess up. I ain't finna let you mess with my happiness, bitch. Already done mess. She already done keyed your car. She already done messed with your happiness.
Damn, key your car. High school?
All
That's tough.
he's saying is football fucking up my life right now, man. Y'all chill out. I don't even know why they put me out here, man. Where that asparagus at? Huh? Somebody got some more spaghetti left? Huh? Yeah, so I think TVD gonna check out of there, and we get to see our boy Ja'Cory Brown. Just cross our fingers, man. He have a healthy day. Cause bro, we walking this thing with 2 quarterbacks, dog. We playing Russian roulette or some shit.
It's been done. Let's get it done.
I'm not
Yeah,
going with a prediction.
You ain't making
I'm
no
not.
prediction, right?
Absolutely not. But shout out to Calvin, man. I got this hat at the We the Best store today, man.
What'd he say?
He has a store.
Oh,
Yeah, that's for Tyler, man. No disrespect, man. Just your time's come and gone, brother. Time to get up out of here, man.
So listen, I
And
got a
appreciate
quick
what you
funny.
did do. So
I got a funny Miami story before we get out of here, dog. Y'all want to hear a funny Miami story?
Yes, sir.
yeah, go ahead.
There's a food critic from Atlanta named Darius Cook. Got
Oh,
600,000
I was gonna
followers.
say that.
Got about 600,000 followers. He a little sweet. And he goes around. He used to cook. He used to have a restaurant, but now he goes around and makes a bunch of money. I guess cooking in venues and reviewing. You know how they review
Hosting dinners.
restaurants, right? Review restaurants.
Yeah,
What you know they review? Like they what is it called when you review restaurants?
food critic. Food critic.
Yeah,
Food critic. So he came to Miami. And walked into finger licking first. Obviously, he walked in there first. And finger licking is ran by an E-Class, Slip and Slide, Strong Arm, all those guys. And they've done a great job, bro, buying up franchises and pushing their finger licking brand. I tip my hat to them dudes every time I get a chance. They was behind the Golden Army and the Cara City and all that whole FYFL movement. All of that's them dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? They brought us Flow Rider. But finger licking, the one closest to my house, sometimes you can walk in there and like the customer service isn't like, hey, how may I help you? That's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's a clean place. It looks cool. And the food tastes good. It's Miami. We deal with it. Darius Cooks walks in there, and he's finna a foodie. He's finna grade the place, and I guess he got some of that Miami supervisor. Just our hospitality sometimes is just Miami. You know what I'm saying? He ain't like it. He got on Instagram and basically blasted the place. Don't support this trash. Everything about it is trash and yada yada yada. And we're finna get in his car and go to another restaurant and rate them because he went to like 4 different restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
E-Class, the people who run finger licking aren't from the suburbs. They some real niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. He didn't do his research. I don't know
He did not.
He thought he was. They businessmen and they have done well in business, but they're some niggas. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna just walk into Miami and just the type of dudes. You're not gonna just walk in Miami and say what you want to say about them and ride around for another couple hours. They found him at the next restaurant, and he on Instagram talking I ain't about to die. This is the guy that did it.
Damn.
They found me and they jacked me up. Yeah, they found it. Put hands on him.
Sounds like he wasn't standing on business. That's what it sounds like to me.
He just
Shout
didn't
out
do
to
enough research, bro. You can't just roll. That's like, give me an
Not
example, Cal. You just rolling somebody. They just rolling, pumping on, talk about Kodak.
Yeah, this is
exactly,
And then you
this is
just
not
running
exactly.
Atlanta.
around. Right?
Yeah,
Even if Kodak don't get you, like somebody gonna say something to you.
you
hmm
might be able to get away with that in Atlanta, but yeah, Miami is the different breed.
And some
And,
people
and,
be
and I
like,
think
man, go ahead, Cal.
no, I was gonna say, and I think that's where they get it twisted. The culture is different. Like Atlanta, I'm finding out a lot about Atlanta and Atlanta restaurants. Man, they uppity, snooty. They on some bull. They be
Hmm.
they do a little too much there. And so when you come down here, like finger licking, it's not that type of establishment where we finna go sit down, have family time. Not that type of establishment. They go in there, get your food, and go home. And
Right.
yeah, bro, and then
Yeah.
you can't just
Keith Lee can get
and
away
whether
with
it
that.
is. You're right. And what now? He can't get away with that neither. And whether
I'm
it
talking
is
about in Atlanta, not here.
right. But whether it is or it isn't, like Streeter pointed out, bro, you can't. It's just like me going to the marathon store, coming out of there and knowing that the damn Crips run that shit. Me just trashing the fucking marathon store. You know what I'm saying? Or going to Roscoe's, be like, man, I don't know how y'all clowns, y'all eat this bullshit. Woo, woo, woo. And I'm still riding around in the same neighborhood that Roscoe's at looking for something to eat. Like, bro, you can't do that everywhere, bro. No.
Big balls, bro. Like he
Eh,
didn't do big
right.
balls. He should have did that last. He should have did that before he got on the plane. He should have did that from the airport and hope the
hmm
plane take off.
hmm
I'm not sure
hmm
what he was thinking about. I'm not sure if he knew. And some people are saying, "Oh man, that ain't how you do business." I'm saying, bro, listen. Business gets ugly sometimes, right? And I'm sure them dudes fought really, really hard to become what they have created as black men across South Florida, buying up franchises. I'm sure really, really hard, bro. It took them. But you just waltz in here and just say something so disrespectful. Like, I understand that's not how he's a food critic, whatever, take it on the chin. But bro, sometimes you gotta send a message. sometimes you gotta send a message, whether it's right or wrong. Sometimes you gotta say, "Hey, listen, you're not because what can happen is it can start a domino effect. Now people think they can say anything about finger licking. Nah, can't say anything about finger licking. It's kind of like the Jews. You see, they just went after Elon Musk this morning. And all he did was
hmm
agree with something somebody said about Jews. Oh, anti-Semitic. And then Elon Musk agreeing with people saying that the Jews don't like white people. Don't say nothing about us. They
hmm
do it every time. Don't say nothing about our people.
Man, let
Every
me tell you
time.
something. I did not know there was a huge Jewish community like that down here. Well, I went to South Beach, man. Like I said, I was coming from the what's called, and the way that you had to take. First of all, South Beach changed since I've been down there. I remember, I immediately remember why I stopped going down there, but I didn't know there was a massive like Jewish community down there, and you got to go through it like a massive Jewish neighborhood. You got to go through it to actually get back to the city, to where the rest of where our poor people live at. Like, but yeah, man, like those people are in solidarity. So if you think that you're gonna come out and they got money, they got resources, and they got a community, you think you're gonna come out and say anything about them people? One thing for sure, two things for certain, they on your ass. But
Right.
I will say,
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not saying it's the right thing what he did, but he
no.
definitely sent a message.
Yeah, and
Black cook.
you know all your story did for me, T. I mean, from your street, it just validated that I'm gonna go get me some licking tomorrow. I'm definitely going.
Don't don't walk in there with your phone like this, like you recording some shit. They're gonna just keep your hands in your pocket. Cause they on edge right now, Matty. They on edge right now. So keep your hands in your pocket.
nah, he found he effed around and found out. I hope someone like Keith Lee actually pull up there, man, and do, because Keith Lee he doesn't do that. Keith Lee sends like his sister or somebody like that. He keeps off camera. So if he's gonna get reviewed, like Keith Lee ain't going there with no problems. He's gonna have his people going there, get the food. He's gonna eat it in the car, and they gonna give an honest review. He don't, you know.
But that's what Darius does. You can take this how you want to. He's sassy like that. I don't like that. I don't like that character. I've been seeing him getting into it with women and all this kind of stuff, and he's sassy like that, bro. So he got exactly what he was asking for, bro. Saying whether it's right or wrong. No, you got what you was looking for, bro. You do things with respect. Do them in a certain way, whether you like a place or not, bro. So you gonna get what he asking for. Let him keep on.
Yeah. And if you don't, you better figure out like Charleston White or my man DJ Academic. You better figure out how to have a police on speed dial or keep that thing with you, because if you don't, yeah, you will get everything you're looking for, like you just said.
Nah, I just wanted to tell that story though. I thought that was really funny though.
Well, I gotta try when I go to the lip. Pause.
Chicken and pasta.
What kind
Steak
of chicken?
pasta. Steak pasta. I like the steak pasta.
It's like steak and actual pasta.
Yeah, yeah. Like chicken pasta. It's steak though.
Okay, I'll look at that.
Well, man, let's get out of here. We gotta get up early in the morning, dog. It's 12 o'clock start. So.
This the first one all year. We was playing a bunch of primetime games. I don't think we started this early all season.
Y'all drop y'all scores in the comments, man. What y'all think the score gonna be, bro? And may the force be with Tyler tomorrow, man. We might get 3 touchdowns Tyler tomorrow, dog. You never know, dog. I hope we do.
And that is the
good night, everybody.
We out.
All right, yeah. He in the street. He just left. Shout out to y'all, man.
He was falling. Hey, yeah, bro. I'm gonna let you, man. Rich was falling asleep, dog. I was like, we gotta wrap this up. We was like,
all right, man,
you see him, baby?
Yeah, I see him, man. He in the back, knocked out right now, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, y'all. Yep.